Do you ever look at retirement and wonder why for so many people it doesn't quite live up to the picture postcard dream? You see folks who worked hard their whole lives, finally reaching that point. And instead of freedom and joy, there's a quiet struggle, a feeling of something missing. It's a surprising truth, isn't it? We build towards this phase for decades. And yet, studies suggest a significant number, some say as high as 85%, don't feel they are truly living well in retirement. They might be comfortable, safe even, but that vibrant, fulfilling life feels just out of reach. The painful reality is that retirement, without intention, can sometimes lead to isolation, a loss of purpose, and a decline in both physical and mental spark. It's easy to fall into a routine that feels less like living and more like just passing time. But what if there was a simpler path? What if the secret to unlocking that truly well-lived retirement wasn't about grand gestures or expensive trips, but about the small things you do every single day? In this video, we're going to uncover 7 powerful daily habits that can bridge the gap between just being retired and truly thriving in retirement. These aren't complicated or difficult. They're simple, accessible practices that can make a world of difference to your energy, your happiness, your connection with others, and your overall sense of purpose. These are the habits that can help you become part of the minority who aren't just retired, but are living their absolute best life. Stick around and watch to the very end, because I'm going to share something that might genuinely surprise you about just how powerful these simple habits can be. Let's dive right in and begin with the first habit, one that seems so basic, almost too simple, but its impact on living well is profound. It's about moving your body every single day, now, before you picture needing to run a marathon or spend hours at a gym. Let's be clear. We're talking about simple, consistent movement. As we get older, it's easy for our bodies to stiffen up, for our energy levels to feel lower, and for the thought of exercise to seem daunting. But sitting for extended periods, letting our muscles lose tone and our joints lose flexibility, has a direct impact not just on our physical health, but on our mood, our energy, and even our independence. When you don't move daily, those little aches become bigger pains, getting around becomes harder, and you're less likely to engage in activities you enjoy. This can create a downward spiral where reduced movement leads to lower energy, which leads to less desire to move, and so on. What daily movement does is break that cycle. It keeps your blood flowing, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients to your brain and muscles. It helps maintain your balance, reducing the risk of falls. It releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your spirits and reduce stress. And crucially, it helps you maintain the functional strength you need for everyday tasks, like carrying groceries, playing with grandchildren, or simply getting up from a chair without effort. So, how do you make this a daily habit without it feeling like a chore? Start small. Consistency is far more important than intensity. This could be as simple as a brisk walk around the block each morning. Maybe it's spending 15-20 minutes tending to your garden. Perhaps it's following along with a gentle exercise program online or on TV. It could be dancing to your favorite music in your living room. The key is to find something you can do consistently, something you might even look forward to. Try parking a little further away at the grocery store, taking the stairs instead of the lift if possible, or simply making a point to get up and move around for a few minutes every hour if you're sitting for long periods. Consider getting a pedometer or using a phone app to track your steps. Aiming for a simple goal like 3,000 or 5,000 steps a day can be surprisingly motivating. If you have pets, walking them becomes your built-in daily movement plan. If you don't, maybe volunteer to walk a neighbor's dog. Joining a walking group can combine movement with social connection, hitting 2 habits at once. The goal isn't to become an athlete. It's to make movement a natural, enjoyable part of your day. Every single day. Think of it as non-negotiable self-care. It's the fuel that keeps your physical engine running smoothly, giving you the energy and mobility to actually do the things that make retirement enjoyable. When your body feels better, everything feels better. Moving on to the second crucial habit, one that addresses a quiet epidemic in retirement loneliness and social isolation. While retirement might offer a break from the daily interactions of the workplace, it can also leave a significant void. Our social connections are like the scaffolding of our well-being. They provide support, shared experiences, laughter, and a sense of belonging. Without regular connection, it's easy to feel isolated, misunderstood, and even depressed. The painful truth is that isolation can be as detrimental to your health as smoking or obesity. Human beings are wired for connection. We thrive when we feel seen, heard, and valued by others. Losing those daily interactions with colleagues, or having friends and family spread out, can leave many retirees feeling adrift. Making social connection a daily habit doesn't mean you need a packed social calendar every day. It's about intentional, regular interaction. This could be as simple as calling a friend or family member for a chat each afternoon. It could be making a point to talk to your neighbors when you see them. Maybe it's having a standing coffee date with a friend once a week. But making sure you connect in some small way every single day, even if it's just a text message exchange or a brief wave to someone passing by. Consider joining a local club or group centered around an interest you have: gardening, reading, crafting, history, walking, volunteering. These groups offer a built-in opportunity for regular social interaction with people who share your passions. Volunteering is another fantastic way to not only connect with others, but also to find purpose, which we'll touch on later. Think about reconnecting with old friends or distant family members. Technology can be a wonderful tool here. Video calls make it easy to see faces and feel more connected. Even across distances, don't underestimate the power of simple, unplanned interactions either. Striking up a conversation with the cashier at the grocery store or the person next to you at the park. The key is to make an effort, however small, to connect with at least one person outside of your immediate household every day. These daily doses of connection nourish your spirit, keep you engaged with the world, and remind you that you are part of a community. It's these simple, consistent interactions that weave the rich tapestry of a well-lived retirement, preventing that feeling of being alone even when surrounded by others. Now that we've discussed the importance of daily movement and consistent social connection, let's talk about the third vital habit for a thriving retirement: keeping your mind engaged and active. Just as your body needs movement to stay strong and flexible, your brain needs stimulation to stay sharp and healthy. Retirement often means stepping away from the intellectual challenges and problem-solving that a job provided. If you don't actively seek out new ways to engage your mind, it can become stagnant, which can impact memory, cognitive function, and overall mental agility. The feeling of losing your sharpness, struggling with recall, or feeling less mentally quick can be frustrating and even frightening. But the brain is remarkably adaptable, and with consistent stimulation, you can build new neural pathways and maintain cognitive health well into your later years. Making mental engagement a daily habit is about carving out time to learn, to think critically, and to challenge yourself in enjoyable ways. This doesn't mean you need to go back to school, though that's certainly an option for some. It could be something as simple as spending time reading every day: newspapers, books, magazines, articles online, exposing yourself to new ideas and information. Doing puzzles is another excellent way to keep your brain sharp. Crosswords, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, logic puzzles. Learning a new skill is incredibly beneficial. This could be learning a new language using an app, taking up a musical instrument, learning to paint or draw, or mastering a new craft. There are countless free or low-cost online courses available on almost any topic imaginable, from history and science to cooking and photography. Even simple daily activities can be opportunities for mental engagement. Try taking a different route on your walk, learning a new recipe, or playing strategy games, digital or board games with friends or family. The key is to consistently expose your brain to novelty and challenge. Think of it as exercising your mind, just like you exercise your body. A daily dose of mental activity keeps you curious, helps maintain your memory, and keeps your mind sharp, allowing you to continue learning and growing throughout your retirement years. It adds a layer of richness and intellectual vitality to your life that prevents boredom and fosters a sense of accomplishment. Following on from keeping the mind sharp, let's consider the fourth crucial habit, cultivating a sense of purpose. For many, work provides a significant part of their identity and purpose. When that structure is removed, it can leave a feeling of emptiness, a lack of direction, or the question, what am I supposed to do now? This isn't just about filling time, it's about feeling needed, feeling like you are contributing, and having something meaningful to strive towards each day. Without purpose, days can blend together, motivation can wane, and a sense of restlessness or dissatisfaction can creep in. Finding or creating purpose in retirement is incredibly powerful for overall well-being and happiness. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning, something to be passionate about, and a feeling that your time and energy are being spent on something valuable. How do you make purpose a daily habit? It starts with reflecting on what matters to you. What are you passionate about? What skills or experiences do you have that you could share? What causes do you care about? Purpose can take many forms. It could be dedicating time to a hobby you love, aiming to improve or create something. If you enjoy gardening, your purpose might be nurturing your plants and creating a beautiful space. If you love knitting or woodworking, it might be creating items for friends, family, or charity. Volunteering is a deeply fulfilling way to find purpose. Whether it's at a local school, hospital, animal shelter, food bank, or environmental organization, it allows you to contribute to your community and connect with others who share your values. Purpose could also be mentoring someone younger, sharing your wisdom and experience. It might be learning something new with a specific goal in mind, like becoming proficient in a language or a craft. Even caring for family members or pets can be a source of daily purpose and fulfillment. The key is to identify something that resonates with you and then dedicate consistent time and energy to it. It doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just needs to be meaningful to you. Making time for your purpose daily, even just for an hour, provides structure to your day and infuses your life with meaning. Preventing that feeling of being adrift and replacing it with a sense of direction and fulfillment. It's this sense of having something important to do that drives engagement and joy in retirement. Now, let's shift our focus to a habit that impacts everything from your energy levels to your mood, nourishing your body with simple, good food and staying properly hydrated. As we age, our nutritional needs change, and it becomes even more important to fuel our bodies effectively. It's easy to fall into unhealthy eating patterns in retirement, perhaps skipping meals, relying on convenience foods, or not paying attention to nutrient intake. This can lead to low energy, digestive issues, a weakened immune system, and contribute to various health problems. But simple, consistent healthy eating and drinking enough water can dramatically improve how you feel day to day. We're not talking about restrictive diets here, but about making conscious choices to include more wholesome foods. Making nutrition a daily habit is about planning ahead and making simple choices throughout the day. Focus on incorporating plenty of fruits and vegetables into your meals and snacks. These provide essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber that your body needs. Choose whole grains over refined ones where possible. Include lean protein sources like fish, poultry, beans, and lentils to maintain muscle mass. Don't forget healthy fats found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil. Hydration is just as critical. Many people, particularly as they age, don't drink enough water, which can lead to fatigue, headaches, and even confusion. Make it a habit to drink water throughout the day, perhaps starting with a glass first thing in the morning and keeping a water bottle handy. Planning simple meals can help. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, focus on 1 or 2 balanced meals a day and healthy snacks. Batch cooking simple grains or proteins can make meal prep easier. Explore new simple recipes that are healthy and appealing. Cooking can also be a form of mental engagement and even social connection if you cook with a partner or friend. Paying attention to how you eat is also part of this habit. Eating slowly, savoring your food, and listening to your body's hunger and fullness cues. By making conscious, consistent choices about what you eat and drink, you're giving your body the fuel it needs to function optimally, boosting your energy levels, improving your physical health, and ultimately, enhancing your ability to enjoy all the other aspects of retirement. It's the foundation upon which a well-lived life is built. Moving right along. The 6th habit, and one that often gets overlooked or becomes more challenging as we age, is prioritizing quality sleep and rest. It might seem counterintuitive in retirement when you have more free time, but getting consistent, restorative sleep is absolutely fundamental to your physical and mental well-being. Poor sleep can impact your mood, your energy levels, your concentration, your memory, and even your immune system. Many older adults experience changes in sleep patterns. But disruptive sleep isn't an inevitable part of aging. Often, it's related to habits or underlying issues that can be addressed. Feeling tired, groggy, or struggling to focus simply because you're not getting enough good rest significantly diminishes your ability to live well. Making sleep a daily habit is about establishing a consistent routine and creating an environment conducive to rest. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. This could involve reading a physical book, avoiding screens, taking a warm bath, listening to calming music, or doing some gentle stretching or meditation. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Limit stimulating activities, caffeine, and alcohol, especially in the hours before bed. While naps can be beneficial, try to keep them short, 20-30 minutes, and in the early afternoon, so they don't interfere with nighttime sleep. If you find yourself lying awake, it's often better to get out of bed for a bit and do something quiet in dim light until you feel sleepy again, rather than tossing and turning. If sleep problems persist, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor to rule out any underlying medical conditions or discuss strategies for improving sleep. Treating sleep with the importance it deserves, making it a non-negotiable part of your daily routine, provides your body and mind with the rest they need to function at their best. When you are well rested, you have more energy for movement, more patience for social connection, better mental clarity, and a more positive outlook on your day. It's a habit that directly fuels all the others. Finally, let's talk about the 7th daily habit, one that helps you navigate the ups and downs of life with more grace and inner peace, practicing mindfulness and managing stress. Retirement, while potentially less stressful in some ways than a working life, can still bring its own unique anxieties, concerns about health, finances, family, or simply adjusting to a new phase of life. Holding on to stress and worries impacts not just your mental state, but your physical health as well. It can lead to tension, digestive problems, sleep issues, and a general feeling of being overwhelmed or unsettled. Cultivating mindfulness and actively managing stress allows you to be more present, appreciate the good moments, and handle challenges more effectively without letting them consume you. Making mindfulness and stress management a daily habit doesn't require becoming a meditation guru. Though meditation is certainly an option, mindfulness is simply about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This could be taking a few minutes each day to simply sit quietly and focus on your breath. It could be mindfully enjoying a cup of tea, paying attention to the warmth, the aroma, the taste. It could be a mindful walk, noticing the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Spending time in nature, even just sitting in a park or your garden, can be incredibly grounding and stress-reducing. Gratitude practice is another powerful tool. Taking a moment each day to reflect on or write down things you are thankful for can shift your focus from worries to blessings. Gentle stretching or yoga can release physical tension related to stress. Listening to calming music or engaging in a relaxing hobby also counts. The key is to find small, consistent ways to pause, breathe, and intentionally release tension and refocus your mind away from anxieties, making this a daily habit. Even for just 5 or 10 minutes, can build your resilience to stress and increase your capacity for joy and peace. It helps you stay grounded, allowing you to truly savor the freedom and opportunities that retirement offers. It's the habit that helps you maintain a positive mindset and emotional balance, which is essential for living well at any age, especially in retirement. So, we've covered 7 simple, powerful daily habits moving your body, nurturing social connections, keeping your mind active, finding and pursuing purpose, nourishing yourself with good food and water, prioritizing quality sleep, and practicing mindfulness and stress management. These aren't revolutionary ideas, are they? You likely know they're important, but consistently doing them is where the transformation happens. It's not about being perfect at any of them, but about making a conscious effort, little by little, every single day. Remember, small, consistent actions build momentum and create lasting change. You have the power within you right now to start shaping your retirement into the vibrant, fulfilling phase you dreamed of. It's never too late to adopt habits that will enhance your health, happiness, and sense of purpose. Perhaps you're already doing some of these, and that's wonderful. Think about which one you could strengthen or which new one you could introduce. Maybe start with just adding a 20-minute walk to your morning or committing to calling a friend every evening. Pick the one that feels most accessible right now and make it a non-negotiable part of your day for the next week. Then, maybe add another. This isn't about adding stress. It's about adding simple practices that reduce stress and increase your well-being. It's about investing in yourself and your happiness during this precious time of life. Now, remember I mentioned something surprising at the end. Here it is. The truly surprising thing about these 7 habits isn't just their individual power, but how deeply interconnected they are. When you move your body, you often feel more energetic, which makes you more likely to seek social connection or engage in a hobby. When you get good sleep, you have better mental clarity and more patience for practicing mindfulness. When you nourish your body well, you have more sustained energy for all your activities. Finding purpose gives you motivation to stay healthy and engaged. And the most surprising thing of all, the biggest barrier for many people isn't knowing what to do. It's the subtle, sometimes unconscious, belief that significant positive change is too hard now, or that it is what it is. But that simply isn't true. Your brain and body are capable of incredible adaptation and improvement. And the most powerful tool you have is the decision to start, right where you are, with one small, daily habit. You are the key to unlocking that thriving retirement. Which of these habits resonates most with you today? Or perhaps you have a daily habit of your own that makes a huge difference in your retirement. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing your journey can inspire others in this wonderful community. If this video gave you a new perspective or encouraged you to make a small change, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people find this information. And if you're looking for more practical tips and encouragement on living a vibrant, fulfilling life at every age, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me. Remember, retirement is a unique opportunity. Fill it with intention, with joy, and with habits that nourish your whole being. Live your best life at every age.